This video is going to show an area model for multiplying polynomials. We have already been adding and subtracting polynomials, and we've done some multiplying and dividing, but only by a monomial. So today we're going to enter into multiplying polynomials by other polynomials. Specifically today we're going to stick to binomials times binomials. This is a website we're going to be using to help us with this, and it's going to show us some algebra tiles, which are physical pieces that can represent algebraic terms like x and y. But this example, I don't want to do this example, so I'm going to first start by throwing all these pieces in the trash, and you're going to need to do the same thing when you get started on your own. Okay, so I have a blank slate here. This is going to use an area model to show us how to multiply two things together. I'm going to start with something we all know, which is multiplying 5 times 2. To multiply 5 times 2 using an area model, we start with 5. I'm going to put that here, times 2. My other factor is going to go on the side. Whoops. Now you can see when I do that, first of all, they kind of snap into place. And secondly, it creates a rectangle with this red line. And this rectangle has a length of 5 and a width of 2. So if I find the area of this rectangle by doing length times width, I will have found the product of the two numbers. So we all know that the product of 5 and 2 is 10. Well, this is why it's 10. I can fill this area, this rectangular area, with 10 squares. What I'm really doing is 5 times this one, that's 5. And then 5 times this one, that's another 5, for a total of 10. So 5 times 2 is 10. Okay, this time I'm going to use some monomials instead of just numbers. So I'm going to do x, which is a monomial, times 2x. When I drag my x over here, it will automatically flip for me. All right, so I'm doing x times 2x. So like before, I was doing 5 times 1 and then 5 times 1. So here I'm doing x times x. X times x is x squared, which fits right there. And then I'm doing this x times this x for another x squared, which fits right there. So x times 2x gives me 2x squared. 1, 2, x squared. Okay, now I'm going to try a binomial times a binomial. I've set it up for myself. This is x plus 1, this little square represents 1, times x plus 3. It's a binomial times a binomial. Okay, so what will fill up this rectangular area? Well, first of all, I'm doing x times x. So that's going to be an x squared. That big pink x squared is going to fill in this space. Then here I have this little skinny space. This is really 1 times x. That would be an x. Well, this won't fit like that, and it doesn't automatically switch for me. So I have to rotate it by hovering over that corner, get that black circle, and then I can change it. So an x fits there. Okay, now I have this area I still need to fill. So I've got these 3 1s, and I'm multiplying that by x. X times 3. So I need 3 x's. And then I have this little tiny spot. If I tried putting another x there, it would be too tall. You can kind of see if I put another x up here, it would be too tall. So what can fit there? Just 1s. 1, 2, 3. Because I'm doing 3 times 1. So that's 3. So the answer to my binomial multiplication of x plus 1 times x plus 3 is x squared. This is the only x squared. Plus 1, 2, 3, 4 x's plus 3. X squared plus 4x plus 3. All right, next up we have x plus 5 times x plus 2. Those are my two factors, two binomials. Again, I need to find the area of this rectangle. So first of all, I'm doing x times x. That's going to be x squared. Then I'm going to do these 5 times this x. Now you could try to put in another x squared there. Then you might not be able to fit anything else. Might not fit properly. So what are we really doing? Well, we're doing 5 times x. That means I need 5 x's. So I need 5 of these, but turned vertically. Okay, I have my 5 x's. Now up here, what am I doing? I'm doing 2 times, times, oh come on, there we go. Sorry, 2 times x. That means I need 2 x's up there. 1, 2, they fit perfectly. Now I have this area to fill. Well, this area is 5 times 2. We did that before. 5 times 2 is 10. So I need my 10 ones. So the answer to x plus 5 times x plus 2 is x squared, just one of those, plus 7 x's altogether, plus 10. X squared plus 7x plus 10. Okay, this is going to be the last one we do together. This is 2x plus 1 times x plus 2. Okay, and again I need to fill this rectangle to get the product of those two. So again, I'm doing x times x in the corner here. That's going to be x squared. Now here I have another x. I'm doing x times x again. So there's another x squared. Then I'm doing x times 1. So that's x. I need to turn this one. You can see that fits perfectly. Now up here I have 2, and I'm multiplying that by x, which means I need 2 x's here. Then 2 times another x, that's another 2 x's. Now I just have this little tiny space left. That's 2 times 1. 2 times 1 is 2. And you can see my 2 ones fit perfectly. So 2x plus 1 times x plus 2 gives me 2x squared plus 5x plus 2. 2x squared plus 5x plus 2. Okay, now you're going to try some of these on your own. The link to this web page is provided, as well as some additional problems on your paper. So please try using the area model to answer those questions.